here we are looking at the Rossignol XV. This is from last year, and this is the Krypto from this year. The XV didn't change at all. This is the 163, which is the mid-tier, and this is the 159. And even though they're different sizes, they pair up correctly because
for sure.
This runs in bigger sizing, and this runs in a little smaller sizing. These are two of Rossi's free ride boards, what we would call free ride. And they're both really fun. They both have, you know, that same kind of hybrid camber technology where you've got, like, you know, camber just a little bit past each binding and then going to rocker. Thank you, Vanna. And then you've got, they both have that magnet traction. That's kind of a Rossi mag that goes really well with this hybrid camber. So not only do you have camber right after where your bindings are, so you've got more pressure where you need it most, but then on top of that, you've got these little waves going throughout the board, and it's kind of, they're both mellowed over the years.
Sure. Not the aggressive teeth that you had before. These are mellow, just enough to give you the grip when you need it.
Yeah, and as you can see up here, it doesn't grab at all. You know, it's almost like there's barely even a bump, you know, and it's just really between the feet. So it makes these both amazing hard to icy snow boards.
Right.
But when the snow gets softer, yeah, if you're used to just a smooth side cut, you're going to feel these grab. But if you've ridden a lot of magnet traction like we have, you'll find that these don't grab anywhere near as much as the old magnet traction boards used to. In terms of flex, they're both pretty similar, except the XV has a little softer off the tail, so it's like way more fun to tail butter and to kind of wheelie up on the XV, where this takes a little bit more work, but it's doable. They both pop really well. Uh-oh, wind. I hope you can hear us. The legendary mammoth wind is starting to get its thing going here. But you know, for me, what I love about the XV over the Krypto is just how quick you can snap this edge to edge, slow, going fast.
Yeah.
Any time you need this board to turn, it'll be right there. Where with the Krypto, like you said in the other review, it was like you have to get it going.
Right. You can't do a quick turn going slow. You'd have to force it at that point. But if you have a good decent speed, you can turn it well. But the Rossi or the XV definitely trumps that in the slow turn initiation.
Yeah, I mean, like I remember on the Krypto in like 3 feet of powder on here in Mammoth, you know, up on like stormed out at the top, but doing like going to like chair 22 and like, you know, drop 10 and all the, you know, like down 10 and these really steep chutes. And this was kind of sketchy, getting the board to be where you need to be when you're entering something. And you see a tree coming and you're like, I have to give this thing everything I got, right, just to get away from that tree. Where this thing, it just, when I've had this in powder, wherever I want that board to be, it goes. And it's just such a quick, this definitely feels more surfy.
Yeah.
This feels way more double ender. So I can definitely see somebody liking the Krypto more if they want more of a double ender, more of a straight liner. They're both really fast boards, but this is more of a straight liner. This is more of a surfy carver. Both can bomb, but like I'll let you take it from here, and you can elaborate how the XV did on Scotty's and how the Krypto did.
Right.
Yeah.
So Scotty's here at Mammoth is 1500 vert groom black run. Basically today is groomer perfection on those guys.
Oh, so much fun.
The XV, I started in, dropped off one of the cornices into the groomer, and it just felt amazing. It was running out, but 3/4 down, it got a little bumpy from other skiers or other groomer lines, and it kind of wanted to wash out a little bit, kind of chattery. Whereas every other time I've come down on a groom black, the whole way down, this guy's been solid. So that's where this one kind of wins over that. It's a little bit more stiff. So on those little chatter with speed, the Krypto's going to win. That's where I'd place this one a little bit above that, but for the most part, you know, powder, quick turn initiation, hard stuff, and just fast and not chatter. But for the most part, the rest of the boards are very similar.
Yeah, and I'm like, these days enjoy carving more than I do bombing. You enjoy bombing, you know, and you also like carving too, though.
Yeah.
But like for me, laying out on a carve, this is just such a treat. It's such a different experience than so many other free ride boards out there, because it just really carves such a tight circle that it's so easy to go back uphill, where this is more of like a traditional like
Right.
free ride carver, where you're kind of just going like this, you know,
It's a long turn.
where the Rossi's like, wow.
It'll accelerate you through that turn.
Yeah, and it's fun. They both have spring out of the turn and they're fun, but like personally, I prefer this one. I prefer the XV over the Krypto, but you know, I'm not gonna cry if I have to ride the Krypto on morning groomers by any shape or form.
Not
You
at
know,
all.
any way, shape, or form. What was your opinion?
I like them both, truth be told, but again, I like to bomb it, you know, 60 plus miles an hour, maybe 70, and Krypto's going to win there for me. But both will do good on any other day kind of stuff.